everybody, welcome to my show. My name is Ijoma Moke. As you know, I talk about relationship and everything relationship, and today we're going to talk about how to know if he is in love with you. Yes, this is for my ladies. If you are a follower and you have been asking this question, how do I know if the man in your life is in love with you? I think this video answers your question, so you may want to draw closer. But before we dive in, please hit the subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed to my channel. And today I'm celebrating my 500 followers on YouTube. Yay! Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for your comments. I receive it and I am so joyful that you guys are interacting with me. So if you've not yet subscribed, please do well to subscribe and click on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Okay, I always post new videos every week. All right, so today let's talk about how to tell if the man in your life is in love with you. You know, most men don't show emotions. Some men do not express their feelings because of fear of rejection. Some feel that if they actually express it, maybe the lady might reject them or something like that, and so they kind of hold back. Okay, so you may need to try to figure it out sometimes, especially in the early phase of that relationship. You really want to know if he's into you or not, and so you go about figuring why, how. All right, so I'm going to just tell you a few tips on how you can find out. Of course, you could always ask him, right? But if he's unwilling to tell, then these tips could help you. Number one is that if a man is in love with you, he's going to provide for you. Yes, a man is a provider. Yes, men show love to women by giving, not just financially, okay? Though money is also a part of it, but even if he does not have enough money, he's going to try to augment by providing in other areas, like emotionally, okay, like physically. Yes, spending time with you, being there for you, always showing up. Okay, you see him doing a lot, making effort to show up for you, and then also to support you financially. Yes, because men spend on women they love. So these are signs. Number one sign to know if a man is in love with you. And if he doesn't have enough to give, he will always try to give as much as he can. Okay, yes. So now the next sign or telltale sign to know if a man is into you is that that man will not feel embarrassed by you. Yes, he won't hide you or shield you away from his family. Okay, so he lets you into his world. He lets you meet his friends. He lets you meet his family. He lets you meet the people that he cares about. And he lets you in on his, deeper secrets. Okay, so when a man is becoming vulnerable towards you, then you should know that he is thinking about future with you. Okay, he is thinking about he actually is in love with you. Then a man who loves you will be willing to commit to you. Yes, he commits to the relationship. He commits his time, his resources. You see him showing up, to you in difficult times. He supports you, he protects you. A man who loves you will protect you, not just from external forces, even from within his circle of friends, his family, and any other threats. Okay, because a man is a protector. So you see that he's there to protect you from embarrassment. Okay, he's there to protect you from hurtful words from friends who wants to embarrass you. Okay, yes, so he's there to shield you away from external enemies. Okay, now the next sign to know if a man is in love with you is if he is willing, when you check his communication. Okay, he wants to know more about you. He doesn't just give you this shallow kind of communication. He goes deeper. He wants to know as much as he opens up himself to you. He also wants to know deeper things about you. You see him calling, texting, okay? He wants to know how your day went. He wants to know things that are going on in your life, all right? He wants to really get to know you on a deeper sense, not just on a shallow level, okay? Which most guys who just want to cheat, do. They don't have time to get to know all those things. They just want to take advantage and then they are off, okay? Another sign is that a man who is in love will make sacrifices. Yes, he is going to make sacrifices with his interests, the things that he likes most, okay? Yes, maybe let's say you have an interest in watching movies and all of that, and maybe he's not into movies, he's more into sports. And then when he knows that this is the time of your, the time you watch your favorite movie, he's willing to sacrifice that aspect for you most times. So you see him giving up some of the things that he likes for you, all right? Yes, he's open-minded towards the things that you like because his focus is on you. So whatever you like at that time, he's willing to also accept. So you see that acceptance from him, rather than projecting, what he wants, into you, which is more like being selfish, okay? So you see that he's more open-minded. There's this acceptance of the things that you like, though he's not going to accept everything that you like, but you find out that he's willing to give it a chance, okay? Because he loves you and he is willing to accept you. Now, another sign to know if a man is in love is if he is willing to apologize. Yes, men have this pride, yeah? So a man who loves you will apologize to you, especially if he hurts you unknowingly, okay? Yeah, a lot of the time a man could hurt you maybe because he doesn't really know you deeply, or it wasn't intentional actually, okay? A man who loves you, that's another sign though. A man who loves you wouldn't hurt you intentionally. He wouldn't hurt you intentionally. And by this I mean that he doesn't know that maybe if he takes this action towards you, it's going to hurt you, and then that happened and you feel hurt. The moment you let him know your feelings, he is going to be willing to apologize, okay? Now, this is quite different from a man who knows that this thing actually hurts your feeling, or when he takes this action towards you, you're going to feel hurt, and yet he does that knowingly. Now, that type of a man, I don't think he is in love with you, because any man who loves you wouldn't want to hurt you, both physically, both emotionally. So if you find yourself in a relationship where a man is consciously hurting you emotionally by words, by action, any kind of abuse, and you know that he is quite aware that this action hurts you, or he knows that whenever you get into this kind of position, you feel very uncomfortable about it, and yet he keeps pushing it, he keeps doing it, okay, then you know that he's not in love with you, okay? Then, but if he does that unknowingly, and then when you express your feelings and how he has hurt you, and he's willing to apologize to you, you see him changing, not just apologizing, but you see him changing, towards correcting his actions and not trying to do that thing that hurt you back then you know that this guy truly cares about you, okay? Then a man who loves you, okay, would be willing to show you off. Yes, like I said earlier, he wouldn't be embarrassed by you. He will show you off to friends, show you off to his family. He will be happy to walk side by side with you, not the one you're walking in front, he's strolling behind. He doesn't want people to know he's in a relationship with you, okay? So that's another way to know if a man is in love with you. And then you will generally see him caring about you, okay? You will see the way that he treats you, observe the way that he treats you, the way that he talks to you. These things are these things are ways in which they open up, and maybe if the guy is not willing to say, but you can read his actions and meaning. And please don't fail to ask, okay? Yes, because when you ask, they will be more willing to talk and then to confirm if it is true or not, so you don't go assuming that he's in love with you when he is not. Okay, another sign or how to know if a guy is into you, try to find out his love language. Okay, there are people who, like I said, they don't openly express their feelings, but if you're able to know their love language, you can judge them by it. Like if it is a man whose love language is gifting, for instance, you find him, he's going to be gifting, you know, more often. It doesn't mean that players don't give as well. Some players give to get your attention, okay? But you find out that if he does the small things, like you know, not just getting you a very large gift, he's able to remember important things, important dates, important discussions, things that you guys have talked about, and then he's more able to recall it later on and then take certain actions towards it, then you should know that he cares about you. Okay, then lastly, it may not, the list is so long. Okay, the list is so long, but I'm just gonna give you these few tips on telltale sign to know if a man is in love. All right, lastly, he is gonna make future plans with you. If he's futuristic, if he's talking future, you know, he's making future plans, and then you watch his grammar, he doesn't use the singular word like I. He involves you in his planning. Okay, he makes you a priority in his life, then you know that he actually cares about you and he has plans for the future. All right, so I believe that these few tips could be an eye-opener for you to know if that guy is into you or not. Observe the way they treat you, observe his words and actions. I believe with these few tips you can be able to tell where the relationship is going and what he feels about you. And don't forget to ask him as well. I'll leave it here for today. Next time I'm going to talk about signs signs to know when a lady is in love with you. So try as much as you can to stay put on this channel, and please share this video. Thank you so much for all your support. I really appreciate it, and I'll be here again soon. My name remains Ijoma Nwoke. Thank you so much for watching. I love you and have a great day. Bye for now.